Welcome to episode 2 of the range deviation series, and what we would like to cover in this episode is the indicator or tool of choice. As mentioned in the previous episode, that this is the Liquidity Depth Pro Plus by 2Degrees. It is available on the Elite Collection or available as a standalone option, and there is a 20% discount if you use the code POISON, or you head over to my WOP or www.poison.com. You would be able to claim a 20% discount on this for life. When you get access to your Liquidity Depth Pro Plus indicator, it should open up something like this. If we get into the settings here, the option right at the top, which says Show LD, is what it allows you to custom in terms of how many ranges you want to show on screen, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4 ranges at this point. The guys have given us the one setup for life input, my Poison AM and PM ranges, and also allowed us to use custom ranges. When we head a bit lower, when we talk about range deviations, that will be done right at the bottom of this screen right here. And what it allows you to do is enter the range based in time, because these are timed ranges that we want to use range deviations on. In this case, let's use my favorite range, 9:30 to 10 a.m. right? And what we want this to do in this case is show us historical sessions going back about 20 periods. And for this particular one, we come down to the bottom. We can either choose to show the range deviations based on the body range only, or the entire range, or the wick range. Give it a color. The standard deviations itself, in this particular one, we could, or what we want to look for is 0.25, comma, space, 0.5, comma, space, 1, comma, space, 1.33, comma, space, 1.66. So these are the standard deviations that will show on screen. As you enter any of your own deviations, those will also show on screen. Wick deviation zones are zones drawn out by the indicator based on what you tell it to do. So for me, I would like a zone between 0.25 to 0.5, comma, space. I would like a zone from 1.33 to 1.66. Now what that would do on a chart is something like this. So what we have here now is the upper and lower boundary of 9:30 to 10. We have 0.25, 0.5, which I introduced to you in the last video. We have 1 wick deviation here, and we have the 1.33 to 1.66 deviation above. Okay, so this is the simplest way that you could start building your own range using Liquidity Depth Pro Plus, and how you would go about building that range, inputting your own range deviation figures, and entering your own range deviation zones. And again, this could be done either in wick deviation zones by bodies or wicks. I personally prefer wicks because we're taking the entire range. Now we have the tool that or I use, and many others use every day, to identify or build any sort of range that we would like. Because once you understand how the indicator works, we could start to build absolutely any kind of range you can think of. It's not limited. It's not limited by any sort of imagination at all. And as we go along, you'll start to see how many ranges and how we build these ranges and use them effectively. But for now, my personal favorite would be the 930 to 10, using those specific deviations that I want to show on screen for myself, making it fully customizable. And pay attention to this particular range, because later on in the series there'll be another YouTube video that I'll post on how we use this one to find the high and low of NQ almost every single day.